I'm writing a new book, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. Oh, where are my manners? Frank Ball, very pleased to meet you. I'm a writer. I wrote The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Dorothy Gale, Scarecrow, that's the one. This new story is a bit odd, though. It's about Santa Claus, the one and only. This is where I first heard the story, the real story of Santa Claus, right here in the Mersey woods. For a long time, no one has ever come here, and there are parts of it that are still left unexplored. Why? Well, I think they're afraid of the nymphs, the nooks, the fairies, the reals. They're the immortals. They look out after things. The reals watch over the plants and flowers. The nymphs watch over the woods. The nooks are in charge of the beasts. And the fairies, they look out for the humans. But it wasn't a fairy who first told me the story. It was a wood nymph. Her name was Lucille.
Who tells my story?
Sounds like the wizard himself. Lucille, don't you recognize me? Frank!
Frank? Oh, it's been so long. Frank? Well, you've gotten so much heavier.
I guess that's the way some mortals are.
Oh, haven't aged well at all. What are you doing with your hair?
I had no idea you'd still be around after all these years.
And look far better than you. Years, centuries even. Make no difference to us.
I'm trying to write the story of Santa Claus. Remember your story, the one you told me.
That's not a story that can be written down. It's a story to be told, and only to a child.
But you told it to me.
Well, because you have the heart of a child. You know their ways, you know their songs, you know their secrets, and you're blaring it out to all these people. Can they be trusted?
Oh, they're with me.
Well, I won't hold it against him. He makes up things, you know. All being scarecrows, tin men, cowardly lions.
Will you help me tell the story?
No, I will tell it, and you be quiet. Telling the truth doesn't suit him. Neither does this suit, for that matter. Don't you pay you writers?
The story began when Lucille found a baby in the woods and
Wrong again. Mortals, they cannot be trusted. I will show you how it all happened. Each winter, we all dance here. This is the royal circle of the queen. And the master woodsman, he is our king. Now on this day, all was quiet throughout the Mersey woods. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
that's the usual.
You're gonna let me tell this? Well, just then, when the voice sounded like thunder, the master woodsman spoke.
Hey, everyone!
What is it, Ad?
Could you make them stop?
Of course I'll make one. Hey!
Thank you.
Voice like thunder.
Come, everyone, and sit a minute. I have a story to tell which concerns us all.
Something happened on your last trip outside of Mersey Woods.
Indeed it did. And it involves a woman. Now, you know it is against our laws to communicate with humans, even forbidding their seeing us. I know you fairies watch over them. Yes, and a fine job you're doing now, down in front. But anyway, I was going back into the woods when I came across a small group, a child, they call it.
This is my cue.
That's right. A group of them is called children.
You did not touch this child, did you? That would be against your laws.
Yes, right. I did not. I may have made some provision.
I knew you were hiding something. What provision, as you call it?
I simply had Shiegra the lioness watch over it. Make sure nothing bad happened to it. After all, it's such a puny thing.
Yes, but they do grow. I've heard.
Here we go. Yes, King Will.
As King of the Notes, Your Highness, you are well aware that I am in charge over those who watch over the feast.
We all know what your job is, Will. Please get on with it.
If you were to make such arrangements, with all due respect, I should have been told.
He has a point.
Yeah, he always has a point. I'm telling you now, Will. Do you hear my voice? Am I going too fast for you?
But now it's too late.
Says who?
Good point.
I believe Will is concerned about what the human foundling will do if left in the forest.
That's not our concern. Surely the child will be rescued by one of its own kind and, now wait a minute, this could be something.
See, here comes the seal. She went to the edge of the woods and found
Don't
the baby and...
make me come over there.
Sorry.
May I have a word with the master woodsman?
Keep it short.
Nacille, what is it that you're carrying? A little something. Something for me.
Why? You brought the human child into our land, into our very group!
This is what I was afraid of.
Oh, no, you don't need to be afraid. He won't hurt you.
How do you know it's me?
Oh, grow up.
Is this true, Nacille? You have broken our laws by bringing it here?
It was helpless. It needed me.
But I made arrangements.
Right, you left it with a lion. Men.
Silence! I know you, Nacille. I know you're just tired of your daily chores and you want something more in your life.
That's true. But you see, this is what I believe I'm to do. To raise this baby as my own.
It is forbidden.
How?
How? She asks. You talk to her. She's your favorite.
You're not helping! Nacille, you know the laws of the Mersey Woods, laws that we've all lived by for centuries.
Laws you yourself made.
Which is why I have no problems with them.
But you yourself saw the baby in the woods, and you made arrangements to take care of it. So how can you forbid me taking care of him when you yourself did the same thing?
She got you.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Nacille may keep the baby, and I will give it my protection. Oh, but this is it. No more humans will be cared for by an immortal.
Oh, I just want this one. What will you call him? I've been thinking about that. I will call him Claus. It means little one.
Claus. Maybe you should call him Claus, so everyone knows he's yours. Nacille, Claus.
That will be his full name, Claus. And I will just call him Claus.
Claus, you see, as in Saint Nicholas. Sorry.
And we shall raise him as one of our own and teach him our ways.
Let the celebration continue.
He will be raised the best way I know. I will make him a bed of the softest moss. Taller and stronger. And he will be loved by all the immortals. He will be smart in the way of the Mersey Woods, and he will have many friends and not be afraid of anything. Stronger, smarter, grow, and he will love all. But most of all, the one who loves him the most and takes care of him. He will be all he can be as a human, and yet know the ways of the immortals. He will be my love, my family, and love me most of all. But now, he has too much human in him. He stays away longer and longer from his trips in the woods. He stays away too long. It's
As if he were curious about the outside world.
I never understood that about him. We know our ways, our customs. We have no need for this.
Desire to know more, to explore.
You have to understand this was not our way.
But it was his. He is human after all.
I had hoped he'd not be so
like that. And it became a turning point in his life.
Well, and he had help, I came to find out. Ask the Master Woodsman, he played a role in this.
Seal, you got a minute? We need to have a little talk.
And so it happened on this particular day. What is it you'd like to talk about, Master Woodsman?
Well, I've been with your human. I've watched him grow and ask questions that no immortal can answer. So, I've taken him out of the Verzi woods.
But why?
Hey, I'm making this up as I go. Look, we do not know his ways. So I took him out of the woods to find other humans, to see how they are, how they live.
Claus?
He has changed, Seal.
Claus?
He's different.
Claus?
He's no longer one of us.
No, he will always be one of us.
See for yourself.
Claus, is it as the Master Woodsman said, are you changed?
Not towards you, Mother. That will never change. But I have seen others. I have seen my kind. I knew I was different from mortals, even though you never let on. All this time, I thought that I was one of a kind. But there are others. So many others like me. Out there.
Indeed. And they outnumber us. And a gang of them gets together, and they start
But
building.
quiet. I have seen them. Big ones, small ones, fat ones, thin ones. I think, though, that I remember their faces. All sorts. Pleasant, reckless, ancient. They live their lives day to day, never knowing, always wondering. Some work tedious jobs, while others turn around pompously.
Hey, I saw that.
But I mostly remember the children. Ragged little children playing in the dust of the streets with scraps of pebbles. Other children wearing fine clothes and fed sugar plums. But, and this is the odd part, those children were no happier than the ones in rags.
Childhood is the happiest time among humans, so I've heard. During those years, they're carefree and joyful.
Yet all, rich children and poor children, seem equally fair and sweet.
Do you see, Seal? Well, none of us age. He, as a human, does, and this changes him. At first, you were like a mother's would. Now, something like a sister, and soon, as you well know, you'll be like a daughter to him.
Being human curses him with age.
Now, you knew that when you first took him in. So, my lad, what will you do?
My mother, I will love and cherish you until the end of my mortal life. But I have a plan. While there is still time, I want to bring happiness and joy to all of the human children. They need it most.
A noble idea, if you must be among humans in the first place. But, beware.
Of what?
When you venture into the world of humans, you may call upon the assistance of the Verzi woods. The nooks, the reels, the fairies, and the nymphs will be there to help.
No, Master Wood. I must not call upon help when I find myself in trouble. You all have already done so much. It only seems right that I now answer for myself. Solve my own problems, fight my own battles.
We will all miss you here with your gentle heart and bravery.
Here we go.
I promised myself I wouldn't cry.
Well, the world is big, so I think I better get going.
I packed a few things for you on your trip. These will help you on your journey.
Just what I needed. Wherever I will go, the rest of my life I will carry this sack. On any of my travels, because it will always remind me of you, dear mother.
And you'll bathe regularly and wash behind your ears.
Yes, mother. I'll be back soon for a bit. Again and again. So much so you won't have time to miss it.
One more thing. Beware of the aquas.
I almost forgot. The oddlos? The big, hairy brutes, not nice at all. And they scare and pester children.
I'll be on my best watch. Well, I'm off. Who knows where the show may take me?
Farewell. He'll be all right.
We have no way of knowing that. What will he do on his own? What will he become?
as I get older, I tend to ramble on and there I go again. Claus wandered for a bit, and it wasn't long before he came to this village, Laughing Valley. There he found the immortals had built him a small cottage, awaiting his arrival. And here he comes now.
It is a palace. I know I'll be happy here. I must thank the Master Woodsman and the Immortals for all of their work on my behalf. Did I just giggle? If so, I must have learned to throw my voice. I seem to be more than one. Come out, whoever you are. Ah, I see, I have company. And just the right kind of company, too. But who shall I say is calling?
She's married. How did you do?
How do you do? And who's your brave friend here?
He's named Rico.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Claus, but most people call me just Claus.
Just Claus.
No, I mean most people just call me Claus. I am new here. You have made me feel most welcome.
It was my idea. What's in your sack?
You're curious. I know that feeling very well.
Oh, it's always fun to sit and carry a sack. You never know what's in it. When you're children, they don't tell you anything.
Well, I was just wondering, would you like to do some chores around here and maybe learn some lessons? Or would you like to play?
Play!
Then let's play.
They danced and sang and played until it was time to go. Just then, an old friend of Claus stopped by.
Wait, what's wrong? What's the matter?
We have to go home now, but it's cold outside. And soon the frost will come.
Frost, eh? Somebody else at the door? I think I may know who it is.
Haha, surprise. Go on, admit it.
Jack Frost. We were just talking about you.
I figured. Sorry to catch you, my lad. It's always a treat to see you, but who are you just speaking about? I don't see anybody here but you.
They're hiding.
Why? They can't see me.
Yes, but they know your touch.
I do get around. My handiwork can be seen by everyone. With a wink, I can ice a pasture. With a yawn, I can cross the forest. With a laugh, I can lace a lake.
Is that why you dropped by? Do a commercial?
I came to welcome you. Any food you eat well kept?
I thank you for your welcome.
So my welcome is welcome.
Now I have a favor to ask.
You have only to ask, and I'll give her a shot, my lad. You'll find I'm big in this neighborhood, especially among the children. I'd love to nip the young ones. The old ones are rough and hurt my fingers.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Why do you torment them?
Torment, torment. Why, sir, you cut me to the quick. I'm your guardian, preventing things to come. They're warning.
You need to explain that.
Claus, are you still a baby in these woods? You must look at the world as it is. If I were not there to dip them on their ears, or decorate their neighborhoods with white icing, how would they know it's getting cold? An old man winter would soon be there and the West be getting back to their warm and cozy homes.
I never thought of it that way.
You were raised in the woods.
And you're going to start on this job of yours now?
Already late. That's what I get for dropping in my friends.
Then here's that thing. Can you start somewhere else, in another village, say, and come back to this one later?
I suppose a little not favor to ask.
One thing I've always wanted to ask, how can you move so quickly? In the blink of an eye, you go from village to village.
Trade secret.
I don't have anything to trade.
Okay, just don't go spreading it around. I'm able to fly on the frost gale.
The frost gale.
It flies over the whole world, and I get your eye. Keep warm, Claus. I'll be watching.
You can come out now.
Who are you talking to? We didn't hear anyone but you.
I was talking to Jack Frost himself. Now, you better be getting home, or else your mother and father will be worried.
What's the cold?
You may get home in time if you hurry.
Okay, but we had a good time playing with you. Yeah, I wish we could play again.
Well, then you may promise me anytime you wish.
But what are we doing till then? Yeah, I wish we had some
Here it started. He sat down with a carving knife and a piece of wood, and he began to make something to play with for his new friends. This, though he didn't know it at the time, he was carving out his fate. This was the beginning for him and the many children who would become his new friends. But though he didn't know it, it made him many enemies as well.
Did you hear that? What is that? I don't know. I don't think I want to know.
The Aquas. Like us immortals, the Aquas cannot be seen by human children. But the human children know they're there. They tease and torment children. They creep into their nightmares in long twilight shadows and hide under their beds. Claus, he didn't know any of this. He had never known evil. So how could he recognize it?
There. This will make a wonderful plaything for Wickham. For Mary, I have made this.
Well, he certainly recognizes you.
Now, when Wickham and Mary come today, I'll give them these. What are these? What can I call them? They're sort of like small trinkets, and will bring the children joy. Trinket, joy. Trinket, joy. Aha! Jinket! No. Two boy. Toy! I like that. Toy.
Maybe come in and play?
And just in time. I have presents for you both.
Presents? We never get presents. That's so nice. Where are they?
Something for you to play with when you're not here. I call them toys.
Oh my, it is a cat.
And you can name it as if it were a real cat. Play with it any time you wish.
I will call it cat.
And Mary, here's yours. I made it to look like my own mother, but you can
Dolly!
What?
She looks so much like my mother's sister, and her name is Dolly. So I'll call her Dolly as well.
Dog. I like that.
Claus, can you make another one?
Another one?
It's for my friend. Her name is Bessie Bledsoe. I know her, and she's awfully sad.
Bessie Blight. Doesn't she live in that large castle? The one that belongs to Lord of Blurred?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He's very rich, and from what I hear, he hates all visitors. You have very little, and she has so much.
I know, but she's so sad. Can't you make one for her?
I'll think about it.
Better get home now. The frost will be here soon.
But it's early. We haven't played yet. And I have warm chestnuts and other things for us to eat.
Warm chestnuts. Maybe stay a little longer. We have to go. In now.
You Nimrod, you skeezix, what are you doing here?
Don't tell me you want a toy.
You're upsetting everything. What we call the balance of things, my lad. How can I do my work and keep the children here with your games?
But I bring them some happiness, some joy to their lives. I do not keep them here. It's their choice.
Some choice, chestnuts roasted on open fire, or Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
You can't spoil me today, dear Jack. I have a lot of thinking to do and a lot of work besides. Jack, there are so many children who need toys. And that's why I came to Laughing Valley.
You do have a way about it, my lad. Let's just hope it doesn't get you into any trouble.
But do I make toys for all of the children?
Take a tip from me, Claus. They're all alike in my eyes. Do as I do and get them all.
The rich ones and the poor ones as well?
Rich or poor, I nip them. But be careful, dear boy. There are those that live in the shadows who won't take kindly to your new enterprise.
The obvious.
The very ogres of which I speak.
But what can they want with me?
What indeed? I'm afraid you might just find out.
What indeed? Well, on that very day, the Aquas became aware of something, or someone, Sometimes.
All right, what is it then?
I have come to see Bessie Claus. Please tell her she is a visitor.
A visit now, you sense fresh as a new laid egg. You must not be from around here.
I have only lived in Latin Valley a few weeks, that's true, but I have a gift for her.
Go on.
I do, for Bessie. My name is Claus.
Best you get out of here before the Lord set the hounds on you.
But Bessie will like this. I call it a toy.
Toy, is it? And the Lord alert don't win much for salesmen.
Oh, it's not for sale.
What do you want us to do, rent it?
No, it's free.
Oh, you must think I'm a fresh laid egg. Free, says bold as brass. Out of the blue like Jack Frost.
You know Jack Frost. He and I are friends. Wait,
Look,
Claus.
Claus, I don't know what you're up to, what your game is, but we're not having any.
But
And don't come to the door again.
how can I leave my toys if I can't get through the doors?
There's other ways into houses.
What? Who said that?
I said there's other ways into houses.
Fear. Just like the ones I played with when I was a boy. It's so wonderful to see you again.
We remember you too. You've grown up.
So have you.
It's the antlers. They make us look older.
And they are.
You want to get into that house with a gift?
Yes, but I can't. Why do you laugh at that?
We laugh because it helps us think.
Laughing helps you think.
Of course. Why don't you try it?
Well, if it'll help me solve my problems, let's see.
That is no laugh. A big laugh.
Like it.
The bigger the problem, the bigger the laugh.
Okay, here goes. Why, yes, it does.
You solved your problem.
Yes, indeed I have. When I threw my head back and laughed, I spotted that chimney up there on the roof. I'll go up on the roof, clip, 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 down to the chimney. There, I can leave my toy for Bessie.
There you go. A laugh always helps out when you need it the most. And you have a good deep laugh too.
Thank you. But I cannot climb into the roof when it is daylight. I'm bound to be seen.
Sounds like another problem.
Yes, it does. I know. Ho, ho, ho!
Look out! This could be trouble.
Is it the Aquas?
No, we have smelled the aquas long before now. It's Will, the king nut.
Here now, Claus. You can't escape my gaze. I see you. I see all. I hear all. I am, after all, the king Nook.
I know you very well, King Will. You were one of my teachers, and a very good teacher, too.
Flattery will not get you anywhere with me unless it's sincere.
Of course it's sincere.
What are you up to with, my dear? You know the Nooks watch over the beasts in the forest. If you have business with them, you go through me. I keep the books on all of them.
We were just laughing together.
A likely story. I've heard them all, Claus. Don't try to pull wool over my eyes. Now, you two better be off. I have business with Claus.
We're leaving now. We'll be down on the way.
Now, Will, what business do you have?
Business enough. I am missing some of my Nooks.
Missing some nooks?
And I've heard, through the grapevine, that they're working in that shop of yours.
I haven't seen any nooks since I left the Virgin Woods, in fact.
The way I get it, they want to help you make your
Toys?
for the human children.
King Will, I have no nooks working. You have my word on that.
We'll see, Claus, we'll see. I've got my eye on you.
Nooks? Wanting to work with me? Make toys? It would be an awful help. There are so many children. But nooks make toys? Aha! Again, I have table hoppers. We come, Mary.
Claus, old friends!
Lem! Follow! What a surprise! And so good to see you both!
We missed you too, Pinky.
Who said you'd stop calling me that?
We have come to work with you. We want to help you.
Help me make toys?
afraid of him. Nah, he'll handle that windbag.
I thought you said you were gonna handle it.
I thought so too.
I heard voices.
Half the years.
I told you. I see all, I hear all.
Well, it's like this. When I told you a moment ago that I hadn't seen any ghosts, I was being truthful with you.
The humankind has already begun rubbing off on you, Claus. You're starting to sound like a lawyer. What was that?
Those are visitors.
Visitors who can hear my voice. They can't be human.
No, they're... Hold on. They say they're elves.
See the problem? It was one thing for us to raise a human amongst us. It was one thing for that same human to leave us and go live amongst other humans. But taking immortals with him, this is another thing altogether. This was going too far. At least in some eyes, that is.
You were always the Master Woodsman's favorite.
What's that got to do with it?
Your claws have taken my nooks away from you, and you'll have to answer for it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the Master Woodsman has to say.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Then you'll see.
Oh, maybe you will be the one who sees.
Oh, and maybe not.
So-
All right! Over here, both of you. You are very loud.
What?
You're disturbing me. You're disturbing the entire woods.
What is causing all this noise?
Oh, he is.
She is.
Right, stop it! Why is it like this? You will think the other is in the wrong.
And it will take someone with a much cooler head to solve the problem.
Exactly.
Which is you?
Which is, yes, which is me, which is what I was about to say.
But didn't.
That's why we came to you.
Right.
I called you here, remember?
After all, you brought the human into the virgin woods.
Oh, I seem to have forgotten. I seem to have so much help these days.
Will has been spying on Claus, and now he blames him for his missing nooks.
You're missing nooks?
They'll turn up.
Indeed they have. They turned up missing.
Wait, how did they turn up and get missing?
I thought you were supposed to know these things.
Yeah, you think.
Not just that, but I think Claus is planning something. I don't know what yet, but with my dear as well.
I will see to my Claus, and Will can mind his own business.
This is my business.
All right, wait. Here's how it's going to be. Look, the seal, you've gotten your way in the past. Therefore, I must rule with King Will here.
Aha!
And Will, you will mind all the beasts in the forest and all of your nooks, and if any of them are being used without your permission, I will be forced to take action. It'll be on his word.
Excellent choice on your part, sir.
I will keep an eye on Claus.
You warn him. I'll be watching.
No, Missy,
What?
you mustn't watch over Claus. For a while, anyway.
Not watch over Claus, but
Will is right in this case. He knows all too well the beasts of the forest. When they're young, they do need to be looked after, cared for. But then when they grow up, they're in the hands of one with far more power than I. And it's the same way with humans.
not watch over Claus.
Just for a while.
As it should be.
See what you
See
did?
what you did?
All right, see what you both did.
And so it seemed Claus was on his own, and the seal could not interfere. And King Will would devote his time to trying to catch Claus. This went on for many years.
Claus, Claus, what have you got for us? Toy? I want a toy. Me too. Me too.
Whoa. Let's see what we have.
Yet, through all the years, others were watching as well.
You have been so much help. Not surprised I used to be, as you can tell. There are so many children, not only here in Latin Valley, but in other villages as well.
And Kingwell is none the wiser.
I still wish we had.
He'll come around. He's not that guy. Why do you want him to come around? We're speaking out on him. I mean, if he just listened, he'd understand. That's what I mean by come around. Not like talking to a cage. Come on, Nate. Somebody can figure this out. Why are you so worried?
Because it is winter again, and it makes traveling so much harder.
Well, look here. This is something we're okay about. These have such a happy sound. Maybe we can put them on some of the toys.
They do have a nice sound, but still, what about the other children in faraway villages?
What was that? It sounded like a deer. Laughing.
Yes, it does. I bet I know what they are too.
I love this time of year. All the snow and ice and how we can dance across it.
I thought I heard my old friends. And what are we thinking about today?
Thinking? That wasn't thinking laughing. That was laughing. That's the best kind of laughing.
Well, I need to do some thinking last today.
How so?
I have so many toys to give out, but I can't get to all the children. There are other villages around, and the snow and ice keep me from them.
I see your problem. And you tried laughing?
Yes, but even that doesn't spark an idea.
Wait. Suppose you had something to help get you across the snow and ice. Yeah, that would work. If you had something like a sled.
True.
But what?
I know. How about a sled?
Excellent idea.
What will I get to pull myself? It'd have to be very swift.
Uh-huh.
And be able to travel across the snow and ice.
Like us?
And be able to pull a sled, of course.
Like we can?
And be willing to help me hand out my toys.
We're gonna be here all day, right?
What?
Claus, you haven't done enough laughing.
How do you mean?
What about us? And the other three here as well.
Why, of course. You'd be willing to help me?
You just have to ask. I can see this bit.
You are just what I need. I can hitch you to a sleigh and we can travel across all the snow and ice.
But how do we know where to go?
I know. I'll put a rein on you. When I want you to turn left, I'll pull on the left rein. When I want you to turn right, I'll pull on the right rein.
But won't that hurt some being pulled one way and then another?
Oh, that's right.
What's that?
These are bells. Follow and them gave them to me. They thought they'd make a nice sound. Oh. I'm laughing. How about this? I attach the bells to the rein. When you hear the bells on the left ring sound, you turn left. When you hear the bells on the right ring sound,
We turn right.
And since we'll be on a rain, we can be called reindeer.
Good. Still, there are so many villages. Can we get to them all?
We are very fast.
But are you fast enough?
Ooh, such a wind. It's the crosstail.
That's it. We shall ride the crossfield, as Jack Frost does.
On that wind, we can actually fly.
And that will help us get to all the villages with time to spare.
You two have once again solved all of my problems. There is one more thing.
What?
King Will. If he finds out you're helping me, he may not like it.
We can go at night.
Yeah, he does not see us at night.
And that is when I will go down the chimney. Nothing can stop us now.
You know, I've heard other adults want to work with us. I have to. We can get away from Kingwell from time to time, but I'm afraid if we brought some of the others, he would catch on. But
Who would catch on?
Kingwell, Claus, there are other nooks like us. Nooks who also want to help you and want to make toys for the children.
Well, they're all welcome as far as I'm concerned. As for King Will,
He will never catch on.
Claus?
Maybe he will.
Hold it right there. Aha! I thought I'd catch you out.
Well, look, you don't understand. We were just trying to help Claus.
I understand well enough. And you.
don't blame them, King Will. I asked them to help you.
No, we choose to come here. You did not ask us.
Quiet, you. I'll be the judge of who is wrong.
Can we speak with the master woodsman?
Trying to take your case to a higher court?
Please, if there's any punishment, it should rightly be mine.
We'll see what punishment App comes up with for you. Now you two, get back to the Bursey Woods.
But yes, King Will. Yes, King Will.
King Will, I beg you, do not blame them.
We'll see, Claus, we'll see. Are there any others helping you?
No.
then you won't mind if I go and have a look for myself.
I have much more work to do. Suppose I'll have to work day and night from now on. I'll have to work most of the year and deliver the toys when I can. Maybe I can deliver them a few nights a year. Maybe only one night. Maybe...
Maybe not at all. We have come to get you, Claus. We have seen how you make the children happy. This is stuff.
But where are you taking me?
To King Agua.
And then?
Then? There is no then. It'll be the end of the toys and the end of you. What do you say to that, Claus?
So, the Aguas have Claus now. That is none of my business. It has been proclaimed by the Master Woodsman, Claus shall look after himself. And I will tend to my own business. That's what I'll do.
Maybe you have to tie him
happening?
What are you doing?
I'll never abandon you.
See? You put yourself in danger here.
I have come to make a trade.
This ought to be fun. What kind of trade?
Myself. I will give you me for Claus. Is it a deal? A woodman for a human? What's the rate of exchange now?
I'm going to trade you in on a stump. You don't shut up. The deal you want, I'll give you a deal. How about we keep both of you?
You cannot deal with this monster. Just wait. I have a plan.
What is it?
I'll get their attention, and then you run away.
But
Just do what I say. They're not very good. You know that.
What are you two whispering about?
We were just saying how it is custom among us humans to bring gifts.
yes, for me.
No, for me.
Here, show me. My gift to you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Now!
What? She's getting away. Somebody do something.
Don't worry, I'll get her.
Good. Hey!
Get out of the way.
Sometimes Big Snoop now is cracked up to me. Get him!
He's getting away.
Sup. I'm built for running. Wait.
Hey, baby. I got your bell ring.
There it is.
Now we have you.
You have no escape.
Lost Scarecrow.
It's no cold.
What is going on here? Go!
What are you doing?
They'll be happy. Everybody comes through here. What'd I tell you?
Now we have you.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, and it looks like you have company in the cave of 1,000 echoes.
I do not like the sound of that. Yeah, and if you don't like us, then you have to hear it 1,000 times.
Your time has come, Claus. No, your time has come.
What was that?
I don't know, but if they want to sacrifice, you're it.
That was me.
The Master Woodsman.
And if it's a war you're looking for, you found one right here.
Or between us and you.
Ah, please, this is my part. I will not be the cause of any war between the immortals and the awful.
What he said.
But you have stolen Claus.
Him, oh that, we were just going on a picnic.
Master Wood, I have to fight my own battles.
But you have been fighting them, Claus.
How do you mean?
From the day you left the Bursey Woods and started making the human children happy, you have been fighting the Aguas. They only live to make children feel sad and scared and hopeless. You, and only you, have stopped them many, many times.
I never thought of it that way.
Every time you bring a child joy, every toy you make, you defeat the Aguas.
Lucille,
Yes.
you take Claus back to his home.
At once, Your Highness. Son,
Yes, Mother. I have lots of work to do.
you make me prouder every day of your life.
I only do as you taught me. And you taught me well.
Oh, will you two leave now? You're making me really sick.
Now, King Aqua, just in case you have some idea of waiting until we leave and then stealing Claus again.
Oh, the thought never crossed my mind.
You don't think? Him!
Not just me, but all that I rule over, the beasts in the forest. If one of them ever catches you near Claus, they will pounce on you and chew you up and swallow you.
They will.
And it's been a long time since they've had an agua burger. And I'm talking big beasts, bad beasts, lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my! Now go! Get out of my way! I'm for your own sacrifices!
Well, I must say, that was one of your better rulings.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I've always approved mightily of the work that Claus is doing. And thank you, King.
Hey, I was in the neighborhood. Now, about my missing ducks. Just a minute.
And so Claus was freed from the Aguas, and he was able to carry on his life's work from that time on without fear of them. Year after year, he delivered toys to all of the children. He brought joy and happiness to every child he could find, and the humans loved him for it. In fact, they gave him a nickname. They thought because he did so much for so many, he was indeed a saint. So they called him Saint Nicholas. Well, Saint Nicholas, but some of the children just called him Santa Claus. And so it was year after year after year.
It's not fair.
I didn't think you'd want to tell this part.
Oh, don't start again.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what was happening, him being human, but it's not fair.
He was getting older, something you could never change.
And who would take over his work? There was no one. He had to continue.
There was only one way. You tell this part. You do it better than I do.
Of course. Well, Act, the master woodsman, who loves Claus almost as much as I do, decided to call together the royalty of the immortals. Sort of like the who's who in the Birdsie Woods. And they had an important job to do, one that had never been done before.
Have the others arrived? Let us begin.
Her Majesty, Queen of the Water, Sprites, and Fairies. Her Majesty, King of the Gnomes. Her Majesty, Queen of the Imps and Nymphs. King Will, king over the Nooks and Reels. How many more? This goes like stop. His Grace Prince Flash, master over all the animals that fly. His Highness King Bo, king over all the animals in the seas. His Elegance Jack Frost.
Not today, Jack.
Sorry, first habit.
That's all. Good. I think I'm losing my leg.
Well, I've asked you all here today for a very important reason. I wish to grant the most cherished and honorable favor possible. We have it in our power, but only if we all agree to it.
We assumed it was an important reason. All together, if you're such a
I must agree, nothing may we respect with all the usual rules here.
Rules must be observed at all times, Pico.
I just suggested on this particular occasion.
All occasions must have order.
But we all have duties back to take care of.
That's what I said.
Why are we He told me to.
Now, please just listen. Sit. I'll keep this short, however, you will all know why I asked you to come. I wish for you to grant to a human the mantle of immortality.
Oh, man, to live immortality to a human?
There's no need to shout.
I won't hear of it.
It's unheard of. Maybe that's why.
But act, it's never been done before.
You're right. You're all absolutely right. It has never been done before. And we can only do it this one time.
I think I know where this is going. Just a hunch.
Now, please, hear us out. Have a seat. Lucille?
I have a little story to tell. Here we go.
Shut up.
No, please. We ask that this favor, this honor, be granted this one time for this human who is so generous, so kind.
Can we get on with it? Who is it?
He's my adopted son.
If she's his mother, why should we listen to her? Wait, you want us to grant the mantle of immortality to Claus?
You know about Claus?
We all know Claus. Santa Claus.
I've heard stories on seashores. In these stories, our children great love for him too.
He is cherished by children everywhere. Why, before he came along, I sometimes had problems telling the difference between my infant and human children. But Claus changed all that.
Well, I for one vote yes.
Well, there's one vote to give the mantle of immortality to Claus. Any others?
Of course, I vote yes.
So do I. Count me in.
I also vote yes.
I'll go along with the group.
Thank you, Will.
I'm second.
Well, the longer you wait, the more your gnomes will be running all over the place and making...
Yes, I vote yes. Hurry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all.
Excellent. We're all decided, so bring us the mantle of immortality. Lucille, where's Claus?
He's at his home, but he's very tired. See?
There. One more done. But I haven't the strength to go out tonight. I may never go out again.
See what I mean?
Fetch him, Lucille. Bring him here in an instant.
Claus? Claus?
Mother,
I come to take you to the Master Woodsman.
You know I would do anything for you, Mother, but this time I don't think I can make it.
It isn't far.
If you say so.
We'll be there in an instant.
Why, it's King Will, and Jack, and all of the others. But what does this have to do with...
Claus, we've taken a vote, and we're all in agreement. This is now yours. From now on, you're to join us in immortality.
The mantle of immortality? I've heard stories, but for me?
It's yours. Put it on and join us forever.
I don't know if I can ever thank you all.
Oh, hang on. There's a hat.
Thank you all. But I feel just like a boy, and I can go on. I can deliver my orders tonight and forever. But I haven't hitched up my sleigh. I haven't packed up the toys.
It's here. Over here. All packed up and ready to go.
Then I better get started. Tonight, every anniversary of this month, every December 24th, every Christmas Eve. Mother,
Go, hurry.
thank you again. And Merry Christmas. Well, I think that wraps up our business here.
Tips, King Will, you had something about some of your nooks being used without your permission?
Yes, I thought that was the case, but I now have it on good authority that those who have been helping Claus are elves.
Oh, look, there he goes.
Stay warm.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to all!
And to all a good night.
Thank you.